Auburn Blitz is now on the air, your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome into another edition of the Auburn Blitz. I am Andy Graham alongside David Jones. We'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, taking your phone calls, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics and beyond. Of course, the College World Series still going on, at least the Super Regionals. They pretty much finished up. Two of those still yet to be decided. A game 3 today, one at 5 o'clock on ESPN2. That would be Southern Miss and Tennessee in Hattiesburg. And Stanford and Texas play tonight in Palo Alto, 7 o'clock on ESPN. So only two outstanding. We'll run through those a little bit later in the show, talk about who is making it, how many SEC teams will be represented in Omaha this year. Also, it was a big recruiting weekend on the Plains this weekend. It will be again this week and weekend. We'll talk about some of the guys that were in, blue chip recruits that were in Auburn. It was a pretty impressive list. There was a 7-on-7 tournament. There was an offensive defensive line camp. The 7-on-7 tournament won by Thompson and Trent Seaborn, the now official high schooler in 9th grade, as he won the state championship last year as an 8th grader, but earns an Auburn offer.
Hey, Andy, I stood on the sidelines for that game, and kid's amazing. He's a real deal. And you're sitting here going, this can't be. But how much better will he get? And, of course, I've had some Alabama fans say, well, Nick Saban's already visited him. He's in the bag. You know, and we –
Chances Nick Saban is at Alabama in 2027.
Well, that's right.
I mean –
Miss Terry might finally pull the plug and say, hey, dude, you're done. But, you know,
I'd say it's 50-50.
You think 50-50? I'd say you're right. It might even be higher than that. But we need some Thompson blood in the Auburn family now.
Definitely.
I mean, you know, they've gone other places. And I think that, I'm just going to go and say this, I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. I think that Mark Freeman has a really good relationship with Hugh Freeze, where he might not have had such with Malzahn and the other guy. And so, and that helps. That's what he is from now on to me. He's the other guy.
I don't blame you.
But, you know, he's thriving, so it doesn't matter.
It's true, yeah. I don't know how anybody thrives in Boise, Idaho, but hey.
Well, $20
to
million.
each his own.
As Brett says, $20 million broad daylight.
That will help.
Yeah.
There's no question about that for sure.
But back to Seaborn. Great kid, great family, you know, well-rounded, plays the saxophone, which, you know, I love that. And well-liked by his peers, his classmates, his teammates. Whoever gets him is going to get a very good football player and a quality human being. But
A lot can happen in 3 years.
Yeah,
He's
right.
a class of 2027, so it's going to be a while. But nonetheless, he's a very impressive quarterback. I would bet Thompson is the odds-on favorite to win it again, maybe a 4th straight, right?
Well, them winning that 7-on-7 is huge, because you read off the list of those teams last week. And Andy, how refreshing is it, though, that we're in on a guy like that early? How many guys in the past have we tried to jump on late, and it was like, well, the class that we just talked about ad nauseum, you know, one of the top high school classes in the state of Alabama in the history of our state. And how many of those guys did we get? So, Cobb?
One maybe, one or two.
So, it's refreshing.
Yeah, for sure. We are brought to you each and every day here on the Auburn Blitz by Russell Dewitt Center with 9 locations around Central Alabama for all your building supply, home decor, tools, whatever it might be. Go and check out Russell Do It Center. Also, J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation. No job too big, no job too small. Go and check them out for all your construction and excavation needs. 334-531-0199. And we want to debut and welcome in a new sponsor here on the Auburn Blitz, Central Alabama Community College. I am an alumni of Central Alabama. It's a great place, located right here in Alexander City.
Is your statue
Great
up
sports. It's. They've told me that it's in the works. The bronzer can't get the chin quite right.
yet? Is that what it is?
Yeah. So
I knew it was something.
yeah, but anyway,
That's fantastic. Yeah.
Central Alabama Community College now one of the title sponsors for the Auburn Blitz, and we welcome them in and thank them so much for their sponsorship.
Absolutely.
24/7 every year puts out a fan poll, and I voted in this. It's Auburn Undercover / 24/7 to all of its members, and I voted in this poll, but they said it was a very big number. They had twice as many people vote in this poll this year as they did last year. Okay, so I'm just throwing it out there. This is a pretty large swath of Auburn fans here. Okay, now just questions ranging from, what do you think about Auburn's schedule? How many games they're going to win? All these a little bit more specific questions later on in there. So I thought we'd go through these. Some of these are pretty interesting. I think, does this represent you? Do you out there feel like that, you would have voted this way, that way? Let us know. 256-234-6221, or dial us up on the Sports Blitz Facebook page. That's Sports with a Z, and comment away. I'd like to know your thoughts on this, David. I'll tell you how I voted too.
All right.
Number one, right off the board, right off the bat. How many games will Auburn win in the regular season 2023? It's multiple choice. 9 plus, 8, 7, 6, 4, or 5. How would you have voted?
I'm going to err on the side of caution and hope I'm wrong, and I would have been in the 7 camp.
Okay. 28.5% of Auburn fans voted 7.
I know where you were.
The majority, 8, 49.7%. Half of Auburn fans feel like big-time improvement this year.
Is that where you were? 8?
I actually went 9.
Oh, Andy.
I was 16.7.
Andy. Oh, man. Hey, I wish I could. And obviously I hope so. But I thought sure you'd fall in the 8 camp. But, I'm trying to translate the recruiting into on the field, and there's just so much work still to be done on the field.
Well, it's just such a new team, too.
And the schedule. I mean, my gosh. So I'd be happy with 7 or anything above, for sure.
Oh, I will be satisfied with 8. Probably, 7 and 5. I mean, I'll live with it because we're coming off 2 losing seasons. But I've got some expectations this season. Whether that's warranted or not is probably
I'm proud of you, Andy.
Yeah, all right. Where will Auburn finish in the SEC West? 3rd or 4th, 5th or 6th, 1st or 2nd, dead last 7th. How would you have voted? By the way, 1.4% of people actually voted 7th, finished last. So
I can't remember what my prediction. I can't remember if I had them 4th or 5th in our early season prediction. I'll go 4th. I'd go 4th.
Yeah.
I'd be with the 60s.
I said 3rd or 4th,
Okay.
which is the vast majority of people.
Yeah.
67.6% of people. 5th or 6th, 19%. 2nd, or first, 12%. So there's actually 12% of people out there that are really encouraged by what's going on here. But how will Freeze's first full recruiting class, 2024, finish nationally? Top 15, top 10, top 25, top 20. What say you?
Well, Andy, I'm going to go by what we've seen thus far. I think we'll sneak in at 10. I'm going to go top 10.
Top 10. 24% of fans said top 10. 8% of fans said top 25. 19.8% of fans said top 20. The vast majority, this is where I voted, top 15, 48.2%. Getting back in the top 15 would be good, but getting in the top 10 would be a lot better.
Well, I said we finish at number 10, so we just sneak in.
Just sneak in. That would be, that's where Auburn's got to, the goal's got to be getting top 5.
Yeah.
That's ultimately got to be the goal. If you want to take that next step, if you want to get that, consistency and that where you're actually challenging Georgia and Alabama on a yearly basis, you got to get in the top 5.
That's what Hugh Freeze's mindset is, I guarantee.
Yeah. All right, we'll run down and look at some of the rest of these when we come back. We're up against our first break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more Auburn Blitz right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Heritage South Credit Union in Alexander City is your community credit union, and they have been for over 80 years. Heritage South Credit Union proudly serves Tallapoosa, Coosa, Lee, Chambers, Randolph, and Chilton counties. From checking to business accounts, to share savings to club accounts, to their kids club and investments. Visit them online at myhscu.com. Heritage South Credit Union, your community credit union for 80 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
When you need an automotive hero, you got to call S&S Discount Tire Pros. With locations in Alexander City and Dayville, we are here to serve you today. From quick services like oil changes and tire rotations to in-depth automotive repairs such as suspensions, brakes, and tune-ups, S&S can take care of all your tire needs. You just have to focus on what's important and love the drive. Call S&S Discount Tire Pros today. We are automotive heroes, and we are here to serve you.
WOTM is the television provider for all Alabama High School Athletic Association championship events and special programs. WOTM is your home for the Super 7 football, state finals basketball, baseball and softball state championships, the AHSAA weekly show, and WOTM also produced the first ever football playoff show, Super 7 preview show, and reclassification reveal show. Your exclusive home for all things AHSAA is WOTM. Contact your local cable provider to request WOTM to your channel lineup.
Whether it's Lake Martin, Lay Lake, or Logan Martin, boaters from all over the state of Alabama come to Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama, because it's worth the drive. With the best deals on unbeatable Suzuki outboards, Manitou and Landau Tritoons, and a great pre-owned inventory while they last. Alex City Marine is the pros the locals know. And no matter where you're from, when you're here, you're local to us. Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama. AlexCityMarine.com.
Russell Do-It Center and building supply stores have the tools and materials to get the job done right, whether you're a professional contractor or just a weekend do-it-yourselfer. With everyday customer conveniences like a drive-through lumberyard, price match promise, and our Best Rewards program, each of our 9 locations offer top brands and building materials like lumber, hardware, tools, paint, lawn and garden, and much more. Visit today and see what Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply can help you build tomorrow.
Let's get serious. let's get Arctic Air serious. You want your car and truck to live longer, don't you? Well, it's about maintenance. Same thing with Arctic Air. You see the number at the bottom of the screen? Call them right now. Let me tell you something. You want to be comfortable? We all want to be comfortable.
Now at Glenn Smith and Opelika, GMC Sierra Crew Cabs discounted up to $10,500 off. GMC Terrains up to $4,750 off. And Buick Enclaves up to $5,000 off. Shop online anytime at glennsmith.com. That's GLYNN Smith.com. Plus, no payments for 120 days at Glenn Smith Buick GMC.
Over 250 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way to Glenn Smith and Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and David here with you. About 45 more minutes left in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. As always, you can catch us on WAXC TV on your Spectrum dial, cable channel 3, or I think channel 701. You can also check us out Facebook Live on the Sports Blitz Facebook page. That's Sports with a Z. So go and check us out any way you choose. Also on YouTube as well, if you want to check out our YouTube channel, Sports Blitz, and subscribe to that, we would be much appreciative. We're looking at a survey from 24/7 from Auburn Undercover. This was last week. I think they put this out there. Just some questions generally about the upcoming season, about the upcoming team. David, all right, which rival does Auburn have the best chance of beating? Alabama, LSU, or Georgia? Alabama and Georgia obviously are at home. LSU is away.
I'm going with the majority there because it's at home.
53.5% say Alabama. Mm-hmm. And the way that Auburn has played them in Jordan-Hare over the last, quite a while, mm-hmm. You'd have to say that's at LSU gets 41.1%. Georgia at home, 5.4%. Yeah. I want to know who those 5.4%
exactly.
are and what they're drinking.
Who are these people? Yeah.
Yeah, but that probably makes sense. I think I actually voted for LSU.
Did you?
I think I did.
That would have been a toss-up. I just, I made fun of Kelly when they hired him, but, he proved me wrong last year. And, we'll see. I don't know where their recruiting ranks right now. I'm sure pretty high. So I just feel like the Iron Bowl at home, Alabama's a little miffed about the last couple of years not winning the whole shebang. And, we've got the other guy-led team and got them on the ropes 2 years ago. So we'll go with that one.
What will be Auburn's record against its other 5 SEC opponents? At Texas A&M, Ole Miss, Mississippi State, at Vandy, at Arkansas. 4-1, 3-2, 5-0, 2-3, 1-4.
Oh. One of these is kind of related to the next one for me. I'll go 3-2.
Okay. 3-2, 29.7% of the Auburn fan base basically said that they'd voted in this poll. 5-0, 16.7%. 2-3 record in that, 2.9, and a 1-4 record, 1.1. The vast majority, though, nearly half, 49.6%, which I voted, 4-1 in that stretch.
I really wanted to, but the next question the next question will tell you why.
Which of the following SEC games scares you the most? If you got an answer for that, let us know. Which of the following SEC games scares you the most? At Texas A&M, Ole Miss, at Arkansas, Mississippi State at home.
Well, Andy, you know, the last 2 years we've gone to an away game. We went to Columbia, South Carolina, in that
And
debacle.
lost.
Went to Oxford last year, another debacle. Guess where we're going this year?
A&M.
College Station.
62.6%. Say that one scares them the most.
I want to get a W this year.
That's where I voted.
Yeah,
as
me
well.
too. Yeah, so.
Now, granted, not that Ole Miss won't have a good team.
Yeah.
Not that Arkansas won't have a good team. Don't really know what to expect from Mississippi State. But early, I think on the road, at College Station, there's just something about that game that just seems a little tricky.
Well, I'm surprised, though, that I'm surprised that the Ole Miss and Arkansas percentages weren't maybe a little higher on either one of those. Seems like everybody's feeling the same way you and I are. It's just, like you said, early in the season, Texas A&M. And let's be honest, Jimbo's job's on the line, pretty much.
I would think that's probably
Somebody alluded to that in their newspaper column this week, did they not?
Think that's true. Yeah, that's right. Somebody predicted he'd be fired at the end of the year.
They did.
Now, granted, they were outlandish predictions.
But I mean, let's be honest, those people are not happy right now.
How could they be?
And but that buyout is, that's
They're
funny.
paying him about $5 million a win.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, and they've been fewer and far between. What is he, 6 years in now? You would have thought by now they'd be top 10 program in the country consistently.
You would think.
Yeah.
Or they would at least have a playoff appearance.
Yeah, something.
As much as they're paying.
Something to show for it.
Okay, who will be Auburn's starting quarterback the majority of the season? Peyton Thorne, Robbie Ashford, Holden Gardner.
Oh.
It's only two choices here, really.
Robbie Ashford.
11.3%. I was surprised at this. 87% of all the people voting in this poll said Peyton Thorne will be the starter for the majority of the season. Now, that's how I voted.
Yeah.
Peyton Thorne.
Why?
I think Hugh Freeze wants to throw the ball.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think he wants to throw it prolifically. And that's not Robbie Ashford.
No. But here's why I vote Robbie Ashford, being devil's advocate. Thorne was at Michigan State. He had some decent numbers, but they're Michigan State.
Okay.
Okay. And I just think if things don't go well early, Freeze may say, screw it. We'll do dual threat. We got to win football games. Who knows?
Yeah. I'm going to make a prediction. If Hugh Freeze at any point during the season says screw it, we're probably in trouble. We got to take a break.
But that wasn't the question. The question was who's going to be the quarterback the majority of the
true.
season.
We got to take a break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
The interstate is backed up this morning due to an accident.
So you don't like sitting still on the interstate? Get the free Algo traffic app. With Algo, you'll have the information you need to avoid problems on your route to work, to home, to the beach. Traffic backups, wrecks, lane closures, all with current info and live traffic camera feeds. Know before you go with Algo Traffic, ALGO Traffic from the Alabama Department of Transportation. Get it today and arrive on time.
Lake Martin Garage, located on Highway 280 in Jackson's Gap, has been serving our area since 1993. From routine maintenance such as oil changes, tune-ups, and rotating and balancing your tires, to transmission and engine repair, our trained and certified mechanics will get you back on the road better than before. Need a tow? With a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week towing service, Lake Martin Garage has local and long-range pickup. Trust your vehicle needs to the professionals at Lake Martin Garage. Call 256-825-6139, or better yet, stop in and see them today. Lake Martin Garage.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill in Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life.
Passion, the obsession that burns within. Determination, the burning desire to make it. Drive, the motivation to be the absolute best. Skills, the tools to perform at the highest level. Excellence, the feeling of achievement. At Central Alabama Community College, you can release your passion, show your determination, display your drive, and showcase your skills to achieve excellence. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you. Central to your success.
Lee Apparel is your go-to vendor for screen printed and embroidered apparel and promotional products. We print and embroider free custom-made graphics or outsourced designs on everything from t-shirts, headwear, corporate wear, team sportswear, high-end safety apparel, and promotional products. At Lee Apparel, you can always expect quick turnaround time, competitive pricing, friendly customer service, and free in-hands delivery on all orders. Visit us at leeapparel.com to get started.
Lake Martin Mobile Detailing is the #1 auto and boat detailing company in Central Alabama. Don't trust your boat or vehicle to just anybody. Hire the professionals. Top-of-the-line ceramic coating, detailing, gel coat restoration, and paint correction gives you the options to take care of your vehicle the right way. Located at 702 McCarty Road in Dadeville, Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have you riding in style. Call them today at 256-794-2328 or Superior Automotive and Boat Detailing.
Skag, the toughest name in lawnmowers. Unmatched quality and performance for over 3 decades. The clear choice, the best mower money can buy for work or at home. Top lawn care professionals and discerning homeowners know that Skag means productivity and reliability. Every Skag mower is proudly built right here in the USA. Don't settle for anything less than simply the best. Skag.
Satterfield Outdoor Living on Highway 280 in Alex City.
J.A. Smith Construction, with 19 years experience, is your trusted choice for construction. Site clearing and grading for new home construction, basement excavation, concrete paving, storm drain installation, fish ponds, and slough dredging. No job is too big or too small. Call Alexander at J.A. Smith Construction at 334-531-0199 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. J.A. Smith Construction, your trusted choice for construction.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. I am Andy Graham alongside David Jones, and we'll be with you for another 30 minutes on today's show. We're talking about the Auburn Undercover Fan Survey. There's a couple more on here, but the last one's the one that is, I don't know quite how to think about this, but how satisfied are you with the current trajectory of Auburn football? 1 to 5, 1 being the lowest, 5 being the highest. Now, granted, you would expect, it's a new era. I mean, there's there to be some optimism. So I'm not surprised that 5, is the majority here. But it's less than 50%. 48.7% of people say, that's the highest you can get, 5, that they're very satisfied with the current trajectory of Auburn football. I mean, coming off what we just had, if you're not satisfied right now, then you're never going to be satisfied.
What are those 50% of fans been smoking? Have you not paid attention to the last 3 months?
But granted, 39, nearly 40% are at 4. So I guess they're saying it could get better. And that's nothing wrong with saying that, I guess. But, there's just the trajectory. It's not necessarily where we are. Are you satisfied where we are? No. Are you satisfied with the trajectory of where we seem to be headed? Yes.
Andy, did you see that article about the other guy almost completely wiped us off of the blue chip radar thing where you rate the number of...
We will be off next year.
Yeah.
Unless Freeze pulls off a...
Yeah.
You know.
But, really? That will be off next year?
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, I mean, think about it. The last 3 classes have been almost in the 20s.
Yeah.
It's like 19, 18, 22.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that we will, unless, we bring in a class full of all 5 and 4 stars,
right,
then probably we will be off that list.
I can't imagine us not. I mean, we've had more 4 and 5 stars on campus visiting since Hugh Freeze arrived than we probably have in the last 5 years. I'm serious.
Especially offensive linemen.
Yeah. I mean, I can understand that. I mean, the expectations of some people are ridiculous. But like you said, coming from where we were and where we were headed, I can't imagine you not being in that 5 category as an Auburn fan right now if you've paid attention to what Hugh Freeze is doing. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, 4, you're pretty satisfied. So let's just say that nearly, let's say 88, 89% of fans are satisfied or more than just, satisfied with the trajectory. So that's, and again, that's a product of what we've been through for the last 2 years.
And at least 3 and below are minimal numbers.
Very minimal. Yeah. So, and you're always going to have some of those people.
Oh, sure.
They're just around. So, on campus today, I believe, Cam Coleman from Phoenix City, the 5-star wide receiver. Daniel Calhoun, a 4-star offensive tackle, 355 pounds. Good grief. From Marietta, Georgia, tight end. Caleb Odom, 4-star from Carrollton, Georgia. 4-star defensive lineman L.J. McCray from Daytona Beach, Florida. Worst places to be from. 4-star defensive back Jadon Lewis from Anniston. I believe he is an Auburn commit. And 3-star defensive back Red Morgan, or Rydarius Morgan, from Phoenix City. Will be on campus this weekend. Perry Thompson from Foley, 5-star wide receiver. And here you go, Alabama commit. Art probably been recruiting him for 4 years.
He's been an Alabama commit for a while too. So
interior lineman Casey Poe from Lindale, Texas, 4-star. You got a guy from Texas, a guy from California, and a guy from Hawaii that are going to be on campus this weekend. How about that? DeAndre Carter from California, offensive lineman. Jameson Riggs from Hiram, Georgia, offensive lineman, and Preston Teamua from Hawaii. And I think we got a phone call.
We do have a phone call, Andy.
Hey, caller, you on the Auburn Blitz?
Hey, Andy and Coach David, how y'all doing today?
Pretty good, Terry. How about
what's going on?
What is that thing you're going over into the satisfaction? If an Auburn fan is satisfied with what Coach Freeze is doing, they are sorely lacking in judgment and really know what's going on considering what he inherited. And what he inherited was a mess. So and a staff that really didn't want to be there, and a bunch of people making excuses for him. Coach David. So just kidding, Coach.
I supported him as long as I could. And then
I know. I'm just a little bit.
Hey, Terry, the thing about that poll that Andy pointed out, the 4 option, there were 40%. So I think everybody's right there. But I'm saying if you're not in that 5 group, you hadn't been paying a whole lot of attention considering where we've been. Exactly what you said.
Yeah, because the problem forever, it seems like at Auburn, has been the offensive line, and Hugh Freeze has hit that about as hard as he can. There's probably going to be 3 or 4 new starters on that offensive line.
Yeah, I look at everything that's happened, and I can't point to anything where I say, well, if this happened, I would have been more satisfied. I really can't right now.
Well, I'm almost of the belief you're going to have a program to tell who's on the field.
Well, People are going to be selling out of programs.
There's no doubt. Yeah.
because there's no way you're going to recognize some of these gentlemen.
That's right.
And there's just absolutely no way. And like I said, we've been complaining about the offensive line for years.
Yeah.
And that's where the most improvements has been. There's going to be, I think, quite honestly.
And rightfully so, complaining.
Yeah.
And I just don't understand the mindset of some people. They say, well, you got to have a great defense. We win with great defense. That's just not the case anymore. I don't believe that anymore. I just don't. I'm not saying you can win with a terrible defense. I didn't say that at all. But you can't win with a great defense and a subpar offense in today's game. You just can't do it. Auburn's problem has been offense forever.
Let me ask you this, Terry.
Okay.
How excited or not are you about the addition of Peyton Thorne?
Oh, I'm very excited.
Okay.
Very excited. I'm very excited. He's got more than that, Coach said, I'm excited. He's got a coach that's actually going to coach him up.
Yeah.
And the guy was pretty good at Michigan State. I mean, I think he was a 2-time captain, working on 3 times. That's hardly ever done.
Yeah.
So, I just think the guy's got a bright future. I think he'll be the difference, quite honestly, and it'll be interesting to see what happens. I'm really excited about the offensive line. I can't go on about that enough. I'm really finally excited that a coach addressed the biggest weakness on that team. And I'm also excited about that tight end, Ronaldo Fairweather, who's basically a big wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
So
absolutely.
Appreciate it, guys. You have a good day.
Thank you, Terry. Appreciate it. Got to take a break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after these messages.
.76% of nurses say they went into the profession because they wanted to help patients. No matter the reason you decided to become a nurse, you have all the tools needed to advance your degree at Jacksonville State University. Our Master's in Nursing program is now offered fully online and can be completed in less than 2 years. You can customize a flexible course schedule so you can receive your advanced education degree all while working on the front line. JSU Nursing, your opportunity to advance your career and serve your community.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
WOTM is the television provider for all Alabama High School Athletic Association championship events and special programs. WOTM is your home for the Super 7 football, state finals basketball, baseball and softball state championships, the AHSAA weekly show, and WOTM also produced the first ever football playoff show, Super 7 preview show, and reclassification reveal show. Your exclusive home for all things AHSAA is WOTM. Contact your local cable provider to request WOTM to your channel lineup.
OGS Tournaments. Russell Marine and State Farm agent Aaron Warren present Crank for Bank 2023, April 1st through July 4th. Win over $1.5 million in cash and prizes. Over 200 tag bass and 50 tag crappie are waiting on you. All ages are welcome. Fish from the dock, boat, or shores of Lake Martin. Get registered now online at crankforbank.com for only $110 for 13 weeks of fishing. It's Crank for Bank 2023. Coastal Construction Design is the area's storm specialist experts and offers free roof inspections absolutely free to assess your needs. Their roofing experts get your home or commercial needs handled from start to finish. They have worked with all major insurance sources for decades, and they are permitted and approved for Lake Martin. Coastal Construction Design also handles exterior restoration, including siding and gutters. They are also a GAF certified contractor. Visit coastalconstruction.pro or call 251-215-3429. Coastal Construction Design. All things everything's roofing from start to end.
Russell Do-It Center and building supply stores have the tools and materials to get the job done right, whether you're a professional contractor or just a weekend do-it-yourselfer. With everyday customer conveniences like a drive-through lumberyard, price match promise, and our Best Rewards program, each of our 9 locations offer top brands and building materials like lumber, hardware, tools, paint, lawn and garden, and much more. Visit today and see what Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply can help you build tomorrow.
Bucks Island is your boating headquarters. Are you ready to hit the water and go boating this summer? Bucks Island has all kinds of boats, with one sure to fit exactly what you want. Fishing boats, sport boats, pontoon boats, and all with low monthly payments. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Bucks Island Service Department experts are also here for you to keep your boat in top running condition. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Don't be left standing on the bank this summer. Visit online at bucksisland.com and don't buy a boat till you get a Bucks quote.
Ladies and gentlemen, the story you're about to hear is true, and the names have been changed because Brubaker Motors has sold to Sons Automotive. You heard right. Brubaker CDJR is now Sons Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Montgomery. Furthermore, Sons Automotive is a family business with dealerships throughout the Southeast. The name Sons Automotive is synonymous with trust, and they care about the communities they're a part of. They're excited to serve the River region, and in the interest of justice, you will be served a sentence of big savings. Sons CDJR of Montgomery. Family owned, family driven.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and David here with about 20 more minutes left in today's show. I think we got a couple of comments, David.
Yeah, Ty has chimed in today. He said he believes Robbie Ashford will be the starter against UMass. He thinks Freeze will play both quarterbacks for the first 3 weeks, but the road trip to College Station, he thinks Thorne will start at quarterback. I don't know.
You know, we got a trip out to Berkeley. I don't know if you want to be playing 2 quarterbacks on the road.
Yeah, I don't
there. But now, I mean, you know, we'll see. I think that's plausible. Both guys get some playing time against UMass.
My assessment was that the Peyton Thorne experiment kind of going south, and so we have to make a change. And like you said, if that happens, we might be in trouble anyway. But then he says, what y'all think about the whipping Alabama got yesterday against Wake Forest? And he thinks Florida will win the College World Series. Let's just chime in on that real quick, Andy, if you don't mind. I got a pull, obviously, for Oral Roberts. And a lot of people don't know this, but Cooper McMurray, our Auburn first baseman, his younger brother is the first baseman for Oral Roberts.
Great series, too.
Oh, it was.
Very fun.
Fantastic. And to go to Oregon, those people are crazy. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's and then kind of, I got to pull for Coach Berry today against Tennessee. You know how I feel about little Tony Vitello and his merry band of misfits anyway. So I got to pull for Coach Berry. Ty, Florida's hot. LSU's pretty hot right now as well.
Both, you know, that's your 2 best chance for SEC. Tennessee still got a chance to get in there.
Yeah.
Alabama escorted out by Wake. First game was tight. Second game was not. 9 home runs for the Demon Deacons.
It's like I told you before we went on the air, went to a super regional and a slow pitch softball game broke out. But you know,
Wake is good, man.
I told you last week, and we were talking about their numbers are ridiculous. But Andy, think about this. Last year you had Arkansas, Ole Miss, Mississippi State, Auburn in the World Series. This year you have Florida, LSU, possibly Tennessee. That's 7 different teams in the last 2 years in the College World Series. And then throw in Oklahoma and Texas. Mm-hmm. The SEC baseball is about to get really ridiculous when those 2 jump in. So
true.
I don't know. I love the College World Series. As y'all all know, if you watched the show, we went last year, took our 13-year-old grandson, and probably one of the best trips I've been on in my life. And I've been to Final Fours. So I love the College World Series, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But I'm I'm with you. I'm pulling for the underdog.
Well, Florida will play Virginia. That's a 2-7 if you're counting for the national seeds. Oral Roberts will play TCU, who took care of Indiana State, who didn't get a chance to play.
Unfortunate.
In their own stadium.
Yeah.
Wake will play the winner of Stanford and Texas. Who you got, Stanford or Texas?
Well, I got Texas, but this will be back-to-back for Stanford if they win today. They went last year. That was our first victory last year. I don't know. Texas was such a staple in the College World Series for years under Augie Garrido. And
Stanford was there quite a bit.
They were.
Won a title.
Yeah. So I'd be happy with either one of those. So we'll see.
LSU defeats Kentucky, knocking out an SEC team.
Soundly.
Soundly. LSU starting to look like early season LSU, and that's scary for most people.
Andy, just like we said with
They'll
Auburn,
take on the winner of Southern Miss Tennessee.
Okay. So that would be a SEC matchup at Tennessee. Just like we were saying with Gonzalez, if he's on the mound for Auburn, you can almost chalk it up. If Skeens is on the mound for LSU, forget it. I mean, he's unbelievable.
He is very. You just college baseball has changed so much.
He's so big.
I mean, you think about, obviously major leagues, it filters down, but Major League Baseball has changed. Randy and I were talking about that last week. You didn't see guys. I mean, it was normal to see guys throw 92, 93 mile an hour. Now everybody's throwing 97, 98. Mm-hmm. Skeens is throwing 98 consistently. Mm-hmm. Auburn's got guys that hit 97. Mm-hmm. So.
I'm talking about 98 in the late innings.
Yeah. But, I mean, just the fact that he's got that, and then he's got a fall-off-the-table slider. I mean, it's almost unfair, and it has been unfair most of the year.
He's what we call video game good. I mean, it's ridiculous.
So, and not only that, an embarrassment of riches for LSU. You got the number one hitter in college baseball, too.
Crew.
So.
And then you've got what's his name? Trey, first baseman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got quite a few, littered up and down the lineup. So, should be a fun World Series, but we'll see what happens with Stanford and Texas, Southern Miss, and Tennessee today. All right, we got to take our final break, but we'll be back with one final segment of the Auburn Blitz on this Monday.
J.A. Smith Construction, with 19 years experience, is your trusted choice for construction. Site clearing and grading for new home construction, basement excavation, concrete paving, storm drain installation, fish ponds, and slough dredging. No job is too big or too small. Call Alexander at J.A. Smith Construction at 334-531-0199 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. J.A. Smith Construction, your trusted choice for construction.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
LMG Ad Agency is the go-to vendor for all your digital and print marketing needs. We have in-house production for all projects, including graphic design, web design, social media marketing, videography, and print marketing. Our video production is up to industry standard with modern 4K cameras and drone capabilities. We pride ourselves in client-committed relationships, and every project is personalized to your needs. Visit lmgadagency.com for a free quote today. Let us tell your story.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama. Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Passion, the obsession that burns within. Determination, the burning desire to make it. Drive, the motivation to be the absolute best. Skills, the tools to perform at the highest level. Excellence, the feeling of achievement. At Central Alabama Community College, you can release your passion, show your determination, display your drive, and showcase your skills to achieve excellence. Central Alabama Community College, central to you, central to your success.
For more than 40 years, Ingram Equipment Company has helped companies, towns, and cities with their dirtiest, most challenging jobs by providing the very best equipment and by helping them keep in tip-top working condition. IEC represents leading manufacturers such as Heil garbage truck bodies, Timco sweepers, Step pothole patchers, and many more. We proudly support all athletes and teams that compete across the state and wish them good luck this year. Ingram Equipment Company, ingramequipment.net.
Lake Martin Mobile Detailing is the #1 auto and boat detailing company in Central Alabama. Don't trust your boat or vehicle to just anybody. Hire the professionals. Top-of-the-line ceramic coating, detailing, gel coat restoration, and paint correction gives you the options to take care of your vehicle the right way. Located at 702 McCarty Road in Dadeville, Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have you riding in style. Call them today at 256-794-2328 for superior automotive and boat detailing.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of the Auburn Blitz. Andy and David taking you up to 1 o'clock on today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. Just a few more things to get to. Novak Djokovic wins his 3rd French Open, giving him the record for Grand Slams, 23 Grand Slams. I don't care who you are. That's an accomplishment.
Yeah.
Tom Brady in the stands for that one, by the way, yeah. And Nuggets up 3-1 over the Heat. Game 5 tonight in Denver. Is it over?
Yeah.
Tonight, yes. I would agree. The SEC going to unveil the 2024 schedule for SEC teams Wednesday night. This will be a prime time event on the SEC network, so looking forward to that. We'll actually have something to talk about, but it won't be until Thursday. So
yeah, that Thursday show, we know what the headliner will be.
Yeah, for sure. It is June the 12th, 2023. On this day, 1939, the Baseball Hall of Fame is dedicated in Cooperstown, New York. You ever been to the?
Twice.
How is it?
Everything you would imagine. It's, my son played in the Cooperstown Field of Dreams Classic. It's 11 and 12-year-old with travel ball, and part of that deal is you get to take the team through the Hall of Fame. So we went 2 years in a row.
Cool.
Absolutely. Beautiful part of the country, and if you ever get a chance to go.
It's upstate New York?
Yeah.
On this day, 1991, the Chicago Bulls defeated the Los Angeles Lakers 108-101 in Game 5 to win the NBA title. It would be the first of 3 straight and 6 overall for one Michael Jordan.
Quite a run.
I remember it quite well. That was the Jordan was going to go up and dunk, and for no other reason than to amuse himself, came down with the left hand and laid it up.
Yeah.
And you just thought, yeah, this cat's different.
Yep.
This bears watch.
Floats like a butterfly, stings like a bee.
Yeah. On this day, 1997, the first, here's some trivia for you out there if you're ever on a game show. First ever regular season interleague baseball game after, I think, 120 years. The Giants defeated the Rangers 4-3. That was your first interleague game ever outside of the World Series, outside of All-Star game. Interleague game, the Giants and the Rangers.
Oh,
now everybody plays everybody.
Everybody. Hey, while we're on it,
is fine.
I know you got to get to your birthdays. When we're talking about the NBA, if anybody gets a chance to see the luckiest guy in the world, it's the Bill Walton 2-part. I watched that.
There's
last
2
week.
more parts of it, right?
Are there?
I think it's a 4-part
it
series.
ended kind of weird, so there's got to be.
I think there's 4 parts. Yeah.
What an interesting
Probably tomorrow night.
character. Yeah.
Yeah, he's unique, eccentric.
Yes.
However you want to put it.
He says he's mainstream.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. What stream is that? I don't know. Jim Neighbors, born on this day. That would be your guy, Gomer Pyle.
See, what threw
Not
me on that was
related.
Andy Griffith is a real person, and I'm going, well, sure. Oh, dummy. And he could sing, too.
Yes, he could. Yeah. Yes, he could. Born in Sylacauga, Alabama.
That's
by the
right.
way, yeah. Marv Albert, yes. One of the great NBA announcers of all time.
That's true.
And kind of a weird guy.
Absolutely.
Born on this day, 1941. You know Brad Delp? Lead singer of Boston.
Oh,
one of
was
the
that?
great bands.
Oh, yeah. The original.
More Than a Feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could get on up there.
Yeah.
I can't do any of those songs.
Kevin Turner. Fullback, played at Alabama. I think ended up with ALS. Tragically died. 2007. No, 2016. I'm sorry. As a foundation, I think. But it is a bad situation. Ryan Klesko, first baseman for the Braves. Jason Caffey. Remember him?
Yeah.
From Alabama?
Yeah. Good player.
Good basketball player. Went on to play for the Bulls, I think.
Hey, Andy, John Coley said, how Marv Albert ever came back from his incident, I'll never understand.
Yeah, it was a little bizarre.
That was crazy.
But, hey, nobody died. So,
Show business.
Hideki Matsui, Gadzuki, nicknamed Godzilla from Japan.
That's right.
Pretty good ball player.
Absolutely.
For the Yankees.
Yeah.
Kerry Kittles, remember him? Played for the Nets. He was seemed like he played at Villanova. Am I remembering that?
That is correct.
Right? Is that right?
Yeah.
Dallas Clark, one of the great tight ends.
Yes.
Maybe Rivaldo Fairweather will follow in his footsteps and
kind of a prototype there. Yeah.
It seemed like I heard some guy predicted that Fairweather would be the leading receiver for Auburn this year.
Well, that's the other position group, Andy, that has really overhauled, aside from line, is that receiver group. And our tight ends are strong. We'll see.
We'll see. I mean, you got seniors, Luke Deal, Tyler Fromm, Frazier, Brandon Frazier. So
and some great additions as well.
Adriana Lima, born on this day, 1981, supermodel.
You always find them, Andy.
From Brazil.
Yeah. I'll have to look her up now.
She's rather fetching. We'll leave it at that. And that'll wrap it up for us on the Auburn Blitz. We appreciate you all being with us. He's David. I'm Andy. So long for now. We'll talk again soon.